Hi everyone, it's great to see you. Last night, Dan and I carried up all of our seedlings. Okay, not all of the seedlings, but we carried up all the Coleus seedlings and the geranium seedlings that we have, because starting today, we have a nice stretch of warm weather that is going to enable me to harden these off and get them planted, and I'm so excited. So on this table, these are the trays that I was never able to separate from the little paper pots that they were originally planted in. Oh my goodness. So ideally, if I had gotten that grow light set earlier, these would have been separated and have a little more space that they could have grown in for. So there's a wide variation of how they've done. We have some that have really thick stems that sort of went for the lights and overtook some other little babies that are kind of struggling to make their way to the surface. I think they're going to be really happy to finally be separated and planted into the ground. But I just love looking at all of these colors. But let's compare them to the ones that I was able to separate. So on this table, I brought up the Coleus that have been up planted to these 4-inch pots. And you can just tell that they had a lot more space to sort of fill in. Even if I have 2 little plants per pot, they really were able to stretch their leaves further than the others. So it'll be interesting to see how these 2 groups do once they're in the ground. My guess is the others will catch up nice and quickly, but I would say moving forward, now that I have the other grow light system, I really do want to up-plant the geraniums and Coleus if possible. Dan and I are going to carry out these 2 tables to our deck, and we're going to leave them outside for 3 to 4 hours. For a couple days, it's gonna take them, those few hours to get used to the wind, to get used to the outside sunlight. As much as our grow lights are wonderful, it doesn't quite prepare them enough to be outside. And after all this work, I would hate to put them outside 24 hours a day and have them worse for wear. So let's get these moved out. Okay, both tables are out here and I'm looking over them briefly. Now, yesterday night, I gave them a real thorough watering, because I find in the past when I have hardened off my seedlings, just because of the light breeze coming through, the more direct sunlight, you do find that they dry out faster. I am definitely finding that this table that has the smaller little plant pots that it's in, with this size plant, they're sucking up that water quickly. So I really want to make sure that we don't have any wilting problems here too. Then I'm just going to look over and make sure there isn't anything that I need to take off of them real quick. So for example, oh, I forgot, can't pull these out individually. Here's another example. This one I can. This plant has a flower stalk. Some of them are starting to bloom already. So I'm just going to go through real quick and pinch off any flower stalks. This is a sign that it could go to seed now, and certain varieties tend to flower earlier than others.
Hold, we're losing Cat.
Get him.
Pickle. If I go at him, he's going to run out.
Here, Pickle. Okay. momentary break for a cat rescue. That's what happens when you keep the door open. So I'm going to go through, especially for those varieties that tend to set their seed earlier, and just make sure that I pick those seeds, the flower stalks off. Now you don't have to do that, but I want to keep them growing and putting the energy into the foliage for quite a while. Then come fall, I'm going to be fine letting them flower. And sometimes I let a few flowers go because I find our hummingbirds do really love those flowers. So that is just fine. So I'll be back in about 3 or 4 hours, and we'll come out here and we'll check on how they're doing. Before I tell you how these little plants did outside, I just want to direct you to Jim's Holiest of Coleus. So many of these plants are from his seeds, and boy, I had fabulous germination rates, and I am still following Jim on how he's handling his Coleus because I always learn so much from him. So make sure you go to Jim's Holiest of Coleus and really, really look at all he's doing. Hi there, Jim. Love your videos. And now back to my video. It's about 4 hours later, and Dan and I were able to go to the Cogshell Farm Sheep and Wool Festival today in Bristol, Rhode Island. It was so much fun. Big shout out to Stacy from Poke Felting, who was there today showing her beautiful felting projects. And Stacy is starting her own YouTube channel. And I have to tell you all, it's really hard to start a YouTube channel. So if you could check her out, give her a like and subscribe to her channel, that would be fabulous. I'll put her link below here. But we got back from the Sheep and Wool Festival, and 3 hours after I had put these out, some of them were starting to look really, really wilty. So 3 hours is perfect for the first time to have these out in the sun. Dan helped me carry the tables back in, and for those that were looking exceptionally wilty, I watered them right away. We went and had lunch, and when we came back to film, they were all perked up again. So that's perfect. That means that these little babies got enough sun that it pushed their limits here. They're growing stronger, but not so much that they incurred any permanent damage. So tomorrow, maybe we stretch it from 3 hours to 4 hours. We'll see how it goes. Now, some of these are newer varieties of Coleus that actually can be in full sun, but a lot of your Coleus like shade, and I have them all mixed together here, so you just don't know. Some of them might react a little more strongly to that than others. Now, I wanted to point out these few Coleus here. Notice they're a lot shorter. These are the little tops of the Coleus that I had pinched earlier, and I stuck them in some empty little pots here, paper pots, watered them. They have all rooted in and are now smaller Coleus coming. So anytime that you are pinching these down, and there are times that you need to do that even once they're in the ground or a planter outside, take that pinched part and stick it in a pot or stick it in the ground, because these root so easily. It's worth taking that moment, and then you get more and more Coleus, and you can never have enough of them. So we're going to keep hardening these off, and I cannot wait to share with you where these are going to go in the yard. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.